Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's right.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Double tight. Set. Green 80. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Trips left.
56. Mike's 56. Don't say nothing. Check 31.
All go. All go. All go. All go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Sunday, Sunday. Green and check.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Green 80.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Lucy, Lucy. Throw left, throw left.
Check 3, check 3.
372.
6.
Move.
Right there, 56.
Mike's 39, Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Green 80.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
380.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Set. 380. Hank. Green is on.
To throw, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A shotgun snap for Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Wilson has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to go for it. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Super one, Super one. Maverick, Maverick.
They run with Pumphrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Hank. Set. Green 80. 372. Move. Green is it.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Dumps it off to Gurley. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go, let's go. Green 80. Green 80.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here we go, Salah! 120! Shell!
Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Green 80!
Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Green 80! Green 80! Mike 20! Come to my world!
Bortles will try again on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, deep. Way to go, deep.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 80! Green 80!
I got 15. I got 15.
77.
Check 52.
Here's Bortles to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. Finding room inside the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Gurley. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Green 80! Green 80! 372!
On first down, Bortles. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
On 1st down, it's gone. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Dula! Starting left here.
Got it.
12, 12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Single. Like 50.
Go!
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll go in the books as a loss of 20, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Lucy!
A final shot before half for Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Deuce. Hard ball. Let's go, 12, let's go.
They are going for it. Goff trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it, but they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch? It ends up culminating in a touchdown. That's a huge play.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
4 down.
Set. Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Bortles now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
12. 5.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hard ball. Check four. 12. Starting left here. Super. Hard ball.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Sunday.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 80. Mike. I'll go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies... Green is good.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Green 80.
They give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 80.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Bortles now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Green 80. Lucy. Green and check.
Now Bortles. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Lucy.
Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Move.
Now Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he whips that one incomplete there. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
All right. Come on now.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth.
DC. Mike's 50. Let's go, 12. Let's go. Starting left here.
Again, it's Pumphrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
DC. Look. Mike's 50. Maverick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. but you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
3 down, 3 down.
Let's go, 12, let's go. Tiger, Tiger.
Here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding.
Hey,
not rebounding right here.
Spread right, smack. Green, it's all right. Sunday.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 4 down.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got 4.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end right.
Set. Green 80.
Hey,
Move. Green is set.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Set. Green 80. 11. Green is all right.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go,
And that
let's
last
go.
penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting.
That's
3rd
right,
and
that's
5.
right. Green 80. Green 80.
6 man. Check curls. 36.
Spread left. Green is set.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. Green 80.
Nice 57, 57's mine. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, flood. Jump.
Spread right, 72.
57's Mike 57.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Hank.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
12.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 98 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 2. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He's back to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Orange, 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 orange. That's good, boy. 26, Mike, 26.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing in this situation.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Denver, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Rams, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You